This week's leveled story is called Staying Warm. And what I want to do is introduce some words that you're going to come across in the story that you might not be familiar with. This word here is Antarctica. I have it capitalized because Antarctica is a proper noun, is a place. The next word is waddled. Remember that W-A makes that W sound. Waddled. Carefully. A lot of these words have suffixes on the end of them, so let's make sure we pay attention to our root words when we go to start sounding them out. Carefully is where our word is care, and fully the suffix. Our word luck, but when we add I-L-Y, becomes luckily. We have stand, and we add the ing, standing. And again, snug. Okay? Becomes snuggling when adding the L-I-N-G-E. Crab eater, compound word. We have crab, then eater. We've been working on this EA sound, so learn to separate those. And slippery, okay? Slippery, slip, then we have the ER, slippery. Completely. Right? We've been looking at emperor's egg and learning about penguins, and you already have a little bit of some knowledge. And remember, we talked about knowledge. We're going to talk about using your schema. Using the schema. Schema is what we already know, what's already up in that head of some things that we've learned from background knowledge, from experiences that we have had that help us understand a story of things that we already know using our schema. Okay, this is Staying Warm by Jane Manners. What's wrong with this picture? That's right, penguins don't wear boots. They don't wear mittens on their flippers either. So, how do little penguins stay warm? Emperor penguins live in Antarctica. It is freezing cold there. The female lays one egg. Carefully, she passes the egg to the father's feet. The female has waddled off to look for food. Luckily, he stays and keeps the egg warm. 2 months later, the egg will hatch. The mother has returned now. The chick is standing on its mother's feet. The chick is snuggling under her warm belly. These chicks are in a huddle. This helps them keep warm. The word huddle here, if you're not quite sure what that word is, remember, let's use our context clues. These chicks are in a huddle. This helps them keep warm. Use our context cues. Use the picture. Huddle. Huddle must mean they all are gathered together. Right? They're huddled, gathered together. Crab-eater seals live in Antarctica too. A thick layer of fat keeps them warm. What about their babies? How do they stay warm? Newborn seals, called pups, have thick coats. Their fur keeps them warm on the cold, slippery ice. This polar bear is digging a den. She lives in the Arctic. Here, snow drifts along the horizon. The den is a cozy place for her cubs. The babies are completely helpless. They stay snug in the den. They curl up with their mother to stay warm. Snowy owls live in the Arctic too. These owls are completely covered with feathers. They even have feathers on their toes. Females sit on their eggs to keep them warm. The owlets know how to stay warm. They snuggle under their mother's wings. Her wings are like feather blankets. Why is this baby crying? She looks so miserable. Again, miserable. If you haven't heard that word before, we can look at our picture Okay? In other words, does it look happy? No, miserable must be a word for not happy, but a little strong of a term. She's miserable, not very happy. Her feet are cold. Her hands are a little chilly too. Her dad is getting her ready to go out. Now, this baby is ready for the cold. That's better. Button.